And this is just a formal introduction about how and what we're going to do on this show. It's all about motivation, inspiration, and some of the key topics, some of the key segments that we'll have. I'm going to break some of that down for you today. And this one, I probably just go all the way through. So if you've been following me, you've been rocking with me, this is just going to be something where, and hopefully, I don't know, this is a plasma TV, like an old plasma TV. So if you see something looking kind of weird in the background, like the color distortion, that's just what that is, man. But some of the, I try to get out some topics. I have my notes and everything right here. Try to be as much kind of prepared for the first episode as possible. And I want to start with, first off, if you don't know what Yala means young and living always. Speak life, man. People say, I love you to death. I'm going to say, I love you to life. That's the type of thing where speak life into everything. So if you want to know what Yala means, that's what it means. If you haven't seen the shirts, go to Facebook. You can check that out. If you want to buy some of those, I'm going to hopefully by the episode 2, I'll have, because I have to redo the site. So I have everything up where, you want to purchase a shirt, KiddiE CuL-De-SaC. That's what, that's where the shirts come from and everything. The shirts, the custom merchandise, all of that. So if you know, you already know. But if you're rocking with me for the first time, that's how we get down on that part of it. And one of the things that I want to do too is, I may somewhere in it I'll have a story time where I just talk about different things that's going on during the week, different things that have happened. Maybe just in life, sharing some stories to maybe kind of help some people by the things that I've seen or the things that I've been through. It may be somebody else's story that I'm sharing, but just have story time, because you never know what you'll get out of those experiences. Like, it's kind of like what they say, if somebody tells you the stove is hot, sharing stories about maybe the stove is hot and why you don't want to touch it. Or if you want to find out for yourself, hey, that's, some people are like that. Some stories may just be, hey, this is a funny story. This is something to uplift you during the day. Different stuff like that, And also, one of the segments will be teaching AI and how to use it to promote your social media, how to make money off using AI for your social media. I've had so many people message off Facebook, aka Meta, asking, how do I do it? Just all of it. They're just asking so many questions about it. So I say, why not make that a whole segment, a part of the show? Yeah, so that'll be something to kind of get into, because I may put that on Patreon, like the in-depth, maybe put a course out for that. And because that also that of how people want to know how to make money off Facebook. They've been asking me that. So that'll be something to kind of get more into for when we go along. I might do a whole segment just starting out about that. How to set up the monetization for Facebook, how to set up the monetization for YouTube. And then maybe as we go along, get into other social media sites as well. And, like I said, it may be something on Patreon. It may be a course coming. And one of the things also is, if we get into the internet stories, hold on, before we get into some of the internet stories, if we talk about things that's going on during the week, like say, for instance, this week, what happened this week was the presidential debate, right? And I want you to drop a comment just saying who you think won the debate. I don't want to get all into it because I want to see how you feel. because I've been seeing comments online, I've been seeing different videos, I've been seeing how people feel about it. And Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris has turned into, man, going leading up to the election, this is going to be pretty interesting. It's already pretty interesting. And one of the things I saw is like people being upset with the WNBA player Caitlin Clark, where I guess she is supporting the Democratic Party, and seeing people say that now she's losing support. So just comment down below, because one thing about this show, man, we're gonna ask the questions. I wanna ask the question, because some questions you may not get an answer to. Some questions you may ask the right, you may say it just right, or ask the right question where you actually get an answer. So hey, this is what this is all about. We're gonna ask the questions. You so don't think I know the answer to all this. Don't think I'm just I'm not picking any side just yet. And even when I pick a side, or I may not tell you who I'm gonna vote for. If I do, why wouldn't I? I don't know. We might, we'll see. Might get into all that. I don't know. But I don't like to really just be on the politics side of the game, because it get into like, yeah, you see how those politics go, man. So that's just something that I want to see down in the comments, as far as how you guys feel about who won the debate. How do you feel about Caitlin Clark saying she chooses the Democratic Party? And then I saw that Taylor Swift is going to back Kamala Harris. So she has Caitlin Clark and Taylor Swift. Hey, man, like I say, that was a twist that I don't know if just going off the comments, I think that's a twist that not many were expecting. Um, so Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris, man, this is gonna be an interesting number of weeks leading up to that election, right? Um, like I say, that's just one thing. Like say during the week, touch on different stuff that has happened. And my last topic, before I get to the last topic, oh man, things that happen on the internet I've seen. Once something happens, now it becomes a trend to where other people start doing it. Like once something happens, there's a big group of people doing it. First I thought it was like, say, comedians would do a parody of an event that just happened. You have that part of it. Then the other part of it, you have you have people just, I don't know, sometimes they're trolling, sometimes they're just trying to flat out copy what's going on, man. Uh, but it makes for some interesting conversation. And the one this week that I saw, the internet story that I saw, and I definitely don't want to get too far into it myself, but in the comments, you let me know. Because the thing with Shannon Sharp, yeah, we going straight there. With Shannon Sharp went live by accident, and I say by accident with the air quote, because you know how celebrities had that trend for a while of say something would slip out. Yeah, like maybe something would be posted online, and it will be a situation where the publicist and the team comes in and says that was no, that was somebody, the phone was hacked. Somebody, we don't know how that happened. So maybe it's that, but maybe things actually do happen by mistake and get uploaded, and different things happen. Because I mean, it could happen to any one of us. It could happen to anybody who has a phone, to where something accidentally is recorded, and now people have seen it. So I don't know that part, man. Maybe, who knows? I'm not sure about it. And but what I saw though is like, now people are, immediately after that, I see people doing the same thing. I see people doing the same exact thing, where now now they're having accidents. And I saw where's my, this is the part where I want to bring up I need to bring it up on the screen because let's see. Yeah, you see, I try to have some different. Hold on, where is it at? Where is it at? I hope I did I even do it? Oh yeah, okay. So the first one I saw this, I say, man, I haven't clicked on none of this stuff to actually watch it, but it tripped me out because it says Gilly the Kid goes live while with wife and trolls Shannon Sharp. Nah, I don't know, man. I say that's maybe they got beef or something, and that's what they wanted to, try to get back at him. Like, we made a mistake too. I don't know. And then another one I saw was, let's get to it. Can we get to it? Another one I saw was this, to where Cameron says, "Am I not on it?" Okay, yeah. Cameron goes live while, man, I'm not even. But he's like, okay, just for instance, the term hawk tool, just that term started this year, and now is it a word now? Hawk tool, is that a word? I don't know, but as I mean, stuff like that, to where Cameron goes live by accident. I don't know, or just trolling him. So that's that's what's going on, man. I say, hey, this is the stuff that I mean. But once these things happen, it's pretty much a trend. It's pretty much a trend. And I saw this where I just thought that picture of Caitlin Clark right there was I thought that was pretty funny. Just because I'm thinking, like, if just by the comments, that's the thing. Like, why you going for the Democratic Party? Yeah, hey, and what was the other one? Because we got who we got now? We got Taylor Swift, and then I saw this one because I saw Bill Maher hypes Taylor Swift's endorsement of Kamala Harris. So, first one you see is Taylor Swift's endorsement backfires on Kamala Harris, right? So you see that there is a distinction of, I'll let y'all get into that, and just comment. Let me know what you think about it, because I say that is some of the craziest stuff. That is some of the craziest stuff. Now, let's get into this, because this is another one of my topics, man. You have, I'm just going straight off the comments. Like I say, I'm gonna come with some questions. I don't have. I'm gonna let you guys tell me. You guys tell me the answers, all right? Because we have black internet personalities, and from what people say, in the comments, these black internet personalities use black people as the main focal point for their content. Now, some call them black conservatives. Black is just a color, guys. So I mean, I don't know if you say African American. It's just so much different. You have a people who lack an identity, and then you're gonna go by black, or who knows, man. Everybody's it's just a big group of things that's gonna be different. So one of the things was, I don't know if you can say that he is a conservative, but what's his guy name? Kevin Samuels. I don't know if he's a conservative, but when he started out, he was saying far as what I thought was, like, black men need to do this A through Z to kind of get their life together, to make money in America, to to feel better about themselves. It started out as that. Then it turned into like uh I don't know, it turned into what it turned into. And you saw how people were so upset with the things that he was saying because he started criticizing or started doing the same thing to like black women saying what they needed to do. And then it turned into a, hey man, you know. So maybe he's one. Now this person right here, I've actually heard some of her stuff. Candace Owens. Interesting. Uh Interesting how she has her hands right there. She may be, hey, okay, okay. But some of the things she says, I mean, some stuff is true. But then some parts it seem like, just with anybody, it seemed like she starts trolling. And one of the things that I wanted to say is maybe they start trolling because they get out and they meet people who start just going against them or something, right? Maybe they meet people who just start going against them. And they meet another black person who then makes them want to kind of cater their content specifically for those type of people. Now these guys, I saw in the comments, some of the comments, man, and hey, some of the comments, some of the funniest stuff ever. Just how you looking like, yeah? I don't know what's true. And then they have a real country voice, man. They have a real southern country voice. Man, I'll tell you what, there, boy. Like it sounds like that's one of the hey, but they use comedy and then kind of they get on black people. I don't know who this guy is, but I guess he was pretty much. I just got this picture. I haven't seen a video or anything, but I just saw the different faces. And you see who he has up there, and he says the problem with black conservatives. So that'll be something interesting. I might look into that later. If you've already seen the video, let me know what they're talking about on that. And I forgot this guy's name. His office photo. What's it? But okay, now you see. But anyway, all these different people, they say, we got Kamala and Trump. How early is too early to teach about racism, guys? You can see how by the look of their faces, I don't know what they would. It sound like that topic because a lot of people say racism. Hey, there is no racism. You need to, if you're not succeeding, it's strictly on you. There is no racism. There is, as a man, there is nobody, as a woman, there is nobody who should be able to hold you down, hold you back. Get out there and pull yourself up by your bootstraps, fella. That's what they say. So, that guy again, Officer Tatum, that's his name, okay? So some of his videos, you can see like, especially in like, I'm just going strictly off the comments. They say they cater specifically to people who they use black people as their topics, man. Let's just stay on that. Future of black conservatism. That'll be something to look into. Influential black Republicans. Now, Herschel Walker, though. Herschel Walker has made some comments, man, as funny as I don't know what. Now, this guy, he's one who I actually, from the beginning, I listened to this up because it was hilarious. It was funny. Jesse Lee Peterson has he trolls at a high level. I mean, but he stays on topic about about black people, and it's some of the funniest stuff you can, man. Hey, years ago I said I wanted to. Yala I may be a mix of Jesse Lee Peterson. I'm a mix of him and all these guys. Plus, because one of the things is once you kind of get out into the world, you start talking to more and more people. You can see how certain things are not what you were taught when you were growing up. It's just not. So people like him, he actually, it's just funny how he does it, and then he stays on topic and he makes that his. Now, if anybody makes, get their focal point, their main topic. Jesse Lee Peterson does it. And this, I'll have to look up this guy's name, but the pictures I saw, he seemed like he was just very on like kind of like, you know. Now Stephen A. He's a guy who, you know, works for ESPN, and one of the things that people point out is, you know, he never criticizes certain people, and then other people he criticizes them fully to the fullest, and they say he's made to do that by his bosses. That's what the comments say. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's be honest. I have no idea. Some of this stuff could just be to trigger people. So that's why I don't really look at it like anything myself. I look at it like, let me look into it. So I asked the question. So you guys, hopefully you can get the answers. Now, let's get off of that for a minute. The Bass Legacy Show. One of the topics, one of the shows was called "This Is Not the Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, or Cosby Show." Yeah, man. So the Bass Legacy Show was something I was doing with my dad and my brother, and we discontinued doing it for a number of reasons, and I'll get into that. I'll just follow along, you know. I'll get into that. Maybe not fully today, but I'll be going through and probably taking down some of that stuff or repurposing it for some future content. But yeah, that was just something we were doing, and you can see it was something we were doing to, because it's really not about the legacy, even though everything that you're doing is like, you know, you living and waking up every day, you're leaving a legacy. So the thing was mostly to just kind of share our personal stories, kind of highlight who we are, highlight, you know, my goal was I wanted to really help people who were going through, so, and who have family that may be, you know, everybody has some of these family secrets, these different things that happen in your family that nobody talks about. Okay, so we're still rolling, and you can see I'm comfortable. I'm chilling. So I really didn't want to edit this, but I may have to edit it, or maybe not. I may just let it roll, and, you know, I said I kind of wanted to let it go all the way through. So, you know, I'll touch more on the Bass Legacy Show as we go along. And so, you know, I think this was actually going to be the story time for the Bass Legacy Show, showing and, like, you know, there are different things that have happened, or just between me, my brother, and my dad, that I wanted to share with the world, so other people didn't have to go through those problems. But the further kind of get into, the further we get into kind of get trying to, because one part of it was try to get to better know each other, because for a while we were distant. We were everybody doing their own thing, and then I'm the type in my family, people would just, you know, maybe, and one of the things, it's not even a maybe, because maybe I have to say maybe just to throw it out there. But, you know, when I was younger, I did things on a high level, and so the jealousy, the, you know, and maybe, you know, if somebody comes to talk to you about somebody in your family and you let them talk about your family, that's a red flag of, are you are you a good friend? Are you a, would you want somebody to do that to you? Just like the golden rule, you know. So some of the things that I live by, like here recently, I've been living like a monk. I haven't been going out. I haven't been doing much besides praying, going over certain scriptures, and, you know, you probably would say it's boring. So, but probably here soon, I'll be hitting the streets. I'll be getting more out there. So, I'm not a laid back person for real. Even though you can see me, I'm kind of relaxing now because I just I want to build this relationship with each of my supporters to show you who I am. And then we get to better know each other because nobody's perfect out here. Everybody's living and trying to make it. Some hide the things that's going on in their life better than others. Uh, you know, and so when things like that are the case, oh yeah, when things like that are the case, then you know, when things like that are the case, it's just a situation where you have to realize who you are, and I realize who I am sometimes. Well, there's going to be certain people who there's people who like you and people who don't like you, no matter what. But yeah, so far as with the Bass Legacy show, um, and just with other stuff, I'll make long form content for as the Yala Knows Nada show, and we'll drop this every week, once a week, and but during the week, just stay tuned. Probably on Facebook is where I'll drop it. And so make sure if you want to see some of this stuff ahead of time, subscribe to Yala on Facebook. I'll have the link and everything in the description. Um, so you can see fully what's going on. You can follow along because I really wanted to touch more on what happened with the Bass Legacy show. Why we're not doing that anymore. Um, One thing about it, man, I love my brother. I love my pops. And what I wanted it to be, uh, hey, man, it's just things happen for a reason. And sometimes once you find things out that maybe, or when things just don't work out how you want to, you still have to move on. You have to keep going. And there's nothing else to say, but um, now we have the Yala Knows Nada podcast, the show. So, hey, it kind of worked out, you know. All right. So we talked about the black internet personalities. I've told you we're going to be getting more into teaching AI and how to use that for social media. Um, I've told you we're going to go more into how to make money online and how to set up to monetize on Facebook. Probably starting with Facebook. And so, on this show, I'll just touch on it, but then during the week, make sure you follow along so you can see exactly, because I'll kind of lay it out and make some videos showing how to do it. And for further instruction, it'll be a course or it'll be a paid subscription for Patreon or something like that. And we got into the internet stories, which was internet story of the week. This week was Shannon Sharp. And the other thing that we talked about was the debate. So make sure in the comments, man, I want to hear how y'all feel about that debate. And who do you think won, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? All right. So, that was some of the things I wanted to talk about. And just make sure, if you're following on with me, this is just the first episode. You can see it's relaxed. We chill. I got this little mic. I actually have another mic over there, but for the first episode, this has a noise reduction on there, to where I said I'm gonna use this one and see how it sounds, because I like how this one sounded better than the microphone that's connected to the computer. The microphone that actually looks like one of these. It actually looks like that. But yeah, so we hit all our notes. Guys, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Man, we got a lot going on. In the future, there will be more production involved. But as for now, we just trying to get to know each other, man. Trying to get to know you better. I want you to get to know me better. Yala, young and living always, speaking life. And if you follow along on Facebook, you know it's all about motivation, inspiration, finding things to be happy about in this world we live in, finding things in the midst of whatever is going on and keep pushing forward. So, love you, take care, and we out.